Shalom, Yasharallah. This is your brother Dawada, coming back at you with this here truth again. First and foremost, I want to give all praise unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHIM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHIM, RAHAKWADASH. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of great millstone that taught us this truth and that rule well. And salutation and much love for you, I can pushing this truth and sincerity on the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. So, hey, here we go. These prophecies are speaking louder, louder now than ever, This one here says EU to take common approach on COVID-19 tracking app as projects in Germany and France face privacy concerns, legal challenges, right? So, hey, we know that this damn these Edomites, the damn devil, all right, is trying to roll out his new world order as swiftly as possible, man. All right, under the cover of the guise of when they should say peace and safety, then shall come sudden destruction. We trying to get, because right now, I think it was the UN. Basically called for a global ceasefire, all right, with all the conflicts that's going on around the world, because all these governments, are supposed to be having to deal with this here pandemic. They have to dedicate all their so-called resources to that. Their main focus is on that right now. So that's caused a so-called ceasefire amongst all these different nations. All right, you had a plane from Russia with aid, all right, to help out over there, So, this is that God's, like in the scriptures where it says peace and safety, So they pretty much have a ceasefire. All right, now they also looking for safety. And one of the safety measures is, we're going to get into it in this here article. It says the EU is reportedly preparing a strategy for the COVID-19 tracking app. COVID-19 tracking apps amid the calls to create a pan-European software model. Such projects have been met with privacy concerns and legal hurdles in Germany and France. Brussels is set to take a common approach to use digital technologies and data to respond to the coronavirus pandemic, according to the document cited by Reuters. All right, now, and they'll kind of get into it in here, like, yo, man, this shit ain't been around that long, but under the guise of hey, order out of chaos. This is how homeboy gets his agendas pushed, man. All right, put you in a state of panic and you scared or whatever, whatnot. Then he comes in, play Captain Save-A-Ho. He'll go and create a situation and then be like, oh, I'll offer you the security that you need. Just follow after me. All right, but nevertheless, nobody's asking a question like, all right, well, what if this thing is, actually real or whatever, whatnot? How do we know it's not going to just go away on its own after a certain amount of time? Just like the so-called flu. There's a flu season, the flu come around, and then the flu's over with. And that's just it. But now you see them allocating major resources and lots of money to this here, these different systems or whatever, whatnot, that they can roll out under the guise of, this pandemic. Oh, we got this going on, we got to do that. But it says several EU countries have already been developing their own mobile apps designed to track the spread of the disease. All right, so like I said, this ain't been going on that long. Well, really from January or a little bit before January, but nevertheless, as far as a global situation, all right, that was pretty much just last month, all right, where it just took a global lead, But now all of a sudden they're putting all their resources into developing apps and tracking apps and all these digital situations, digital wallets, digital currencies, and so on and so forth, Instead of just saying, damn, we might have just had to take a loss for, a short amount of time, Let's just say, I don't know, you got bills to pay or whatever, whatnot, and then something happens to where, like you got a phone bill or a light bill or some shit, right? Let's say your phone bill. Something happens, you got some kind of unexpected expense, you get a blowout or something, so you have to spend the money that you was gonna pay your phone bill with on the tire to get the tire fixed, But you don't sit there and weep and start wailing like, oh, it's all over because I can't pay my phone bill right now. I'm gonna not be able to pay none of my other bills. It's just all over. Everything is all done. I'm bankrupt right now. I'm like, nah, bro, you still got a job. You still gonna get paid. You know what I'm saying? Then, you just had this unexpected expense that popped up, and, you may be without a phone for a couple days, or you can call and get an extension, But nevertheless, you don't go to drastic measures, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, because you can't pay your phone bill this week because you just had a blowout and had to spend the money on that. You don't go and just claim bankruptcy or go commit suicide over that. No, you just wait it out, you know what I'm saying, and then get shit done. But, going back to how the scriptures say, two nations are in thy womb, all right, and one shall be stronger, one shall be stronger than the other people, Jake is stronger than Esau mentally, physically, and spiritually, man. Esau is losing his mind right now, man. But nevertheless, like I said, under the guise of so-called peace and safety with this, getting this pandemic under control, they're able to roll out all these New World Order systems that they've been building and putting in place for the longest time, and making legislation for or whatever, whatnot, but now they're able to just push it through right now, man, because everybody's so scared. They don't know what the fuck to do. They willing to accept any and everything, man. Just like how some people may have known that they was going to try to force a microchip or force vaccines. You even got people that are anti-vaccines that are just crying out for a mass vaccination, that are crying out for some kind of help because of the fact that, the propaganda that they're pushing on the news or whatever, whatnot, But nevertheless, continuing on, it says several EU countries have already been developing their own mobile apps designed to track the spread of the disease. A common strategy would allow the European Commission to monitor such apps and check whether they comply with security, privacy, and data protection rules. All personal data collected by the apps will be erased once the pandemic is under control, the Commission pledged. They say these things to start out, just to get you to take it, but then just like any of your major loans, you get a house, mortgage, car payment, or something like that, then all of a sudden, your rates are, they got a 0% rate or whatever, whatnot. Then all of a sudden your rates just skyrocket. You make your first payment, then your rates just jump up and they skyrocket, And so all of a sudden, you agreed to pay at a certain rate, then now all of a sudden out of nowhere they hit you with a major jump in it, they're like, oh, some kind of unexpected scenario or whatever, whatnot, Same thing here. Oh, we'll erase all your data just to get everybody to be logged in. But once they got you connected, what are you going to do to be able to stop the thing, man? All right, just like how they got everybody on these, or 9/11, after 9/11, the damn cameras everywhere. Oh, well, we scared of the terrorists, put the cameras up. But now they got a terrorist problem under control. Ain't nobody even speaking on terrorists right now. Why don't they take down the cameras, man? Why don't they get rid of this militarized police force, man? All right, because it's here to stay. Just like with any and everything else, man. All right. It says the news comes after the European Data Protection Supervisor, I'm not going to try to pronounce this guy's name, called for the creation of a pan-European model COVID-19 mobile application. However, the idea of deploying apps similar to those used in China and South Korea to help users manage quarantine and avoid outbreak areas have raised concerns among European privacy activists. So here it is with the safety portion. All right, yeah, we want to be able to bring out this here app to let you know, because we care about you. We want you to know what areas got high outbreaks, or who's quarantined, who's not, who's safe, and who's not to be safe. And so people are already panicking. They want to be able to know all these things, man. So they're apt to be able to take this here chip that they're trying to push out, which is the mark of the beast, just for their so-called safety and their so-called peace of mind, Oh, I'll know that, what I'm saying? I can see, my little chip or my alarm will go off if I get around anybody else that has this shit or whatever, whatnot. Or, before I roll up into the Walmart, I can just go into my little app and see if there's anybody infected inside the store, or if anybody's been infected inside the store lately, you know what I'm saying? And show off all these little things. They're not really saying how these apps are working, but nevertheless, you can get the idea to make it, as a sweet deal that these people would just eat up, man. All right. It says news of the German government working on a nationwide COVID-19 tracking app was met with some skepticism online, as some users expressed fear on social media that the measures may lead to mass surveillance. All right, which that's what it is, man. All right, not just mass surveillance, mass tracking. All right, and really global domination. This is part of Esau's New World Order plan that he has, man. All right, this is that enterprise that he's trying to put together, that's spoken about in the book of Job, chapter 5, man. All right, it says news in a similar vein, the European digital rights umbrella group, which unites human rights organizations in several EU states, stressed last month that the steps to use personal data and geolocation to combat COVID-19 must strictly be temporary, have proper safety guards, and cannot excessively undermine the fundamental rights to a private life. How the hell are you going to have a private life when they tracking your ass all the damn time, man? And who's not to say that, since, this is a computer program that they designed. Let's just say hypothetically they got everybody to get this here chip. They talking about a tracking app, but we know where it's going. But let's just say everybody got this here chip, man. All right, and then they can be like, all right, well, we finally got everybody quarantined off. Everybody's safe right now. Everything is all good. Then the people and then they come out with saying, all right, we're going to get rid of this here system in 2 weeks. So you can, you don't have to worry. We're not going to be tracking you after 2 weeks. We're just preparing to roll back all these things, And the day before the 2 weeks is ended, they're like, oh, we got another pandemic. We got another such and such spreading or whatever, whatnot, We got to keep this thing going and so on and so forth. Just like the lockdowns, man. First it's a 24-hour lockdown or a curfew with a time frame. Then it's just like, the schools are out for, a week after spring break to, all right, a couple months after till, all right, to the end of the year. All right, just like with the lockdowns, man. We're going to lock you down for a curfew. Now, 24 hours. Now essential workers. Now a statewide lockdown. Just now nobody can go outside, man. everybody down and can't nobody move. You know what I'm saying? People would freak out. But if, you know, all right, it's cool. They're gonna just keep us out of school for another week just to make sure my kid is safe. Now you see what you see how these things are going now, you know, and this thing is having multiple drastic effects on everybody else, man. Just staying at home, the divorce rate's going up, domestic violence is going up, all these different things. You know, people's finances are being broken into shambles right now, man. All right, so you know, the love of many is waxing cold right now, man. All right, all these things are happening right now under the guise of them trying to protect you with this pandemic that's going on. All right. Says the path to a widely used tracking app has seen another challenge in France, where the government is exploring the possibility to creating a Stop COVID smartphone app to identify the chains of infection. French law forbids individual smartphone tracking. Prime Minister Edouard Philippe explained last week that the government using geolocation is not legally feasible, which they already doing that in some places. You know, all they have to do is say, no, we're not going to do this. This is violating human rights or whatever, whatnot. And then they see all these other nations that are doing it. They're like, well, we better. Y'all sick. Like, yo, this is a humanitarian aid crisis, man, or humanitarian crisis, man. Y'all got to get this tracking in there because y'all people are dying. Look, the whole world's looking at you. We all safe and y'all tripping. We need to get y'all, you know, cured up. We're not going to trade with y'all. Then the people are like, all right, we tired of starving. Give us the chip, you know. Meanwhile, Secretary of State for Digital Economics Cedric O. Project told Le Monde newspaper on Wednesday that if the app becomes available, citizens will be free to choose whether to download it and install it. Yeah, but then they'll be like, oh, well, if you don't got this app, if you don't have, you know, we don't have your data or whatever, whatnot, you can't go nowhere. You're going to be stuck out here, man. Now, you got to have authentication. You can't come inside the store. Just like how, you know, they saying, well, anybody can go to the store. In certain stores, they got the damn temperature readers or whatever, whatnot, man. Oh, you got a fever or whatever, you can't come in. You know, you can't travel. You can't do X, Y, and Z, man. You know, but they saying, hey, right now, you know, and everybody can move. But if you have this situation, you can't move, right? I'm going to just jump into, you know, quick little scripture real quick. Just letting you know, hey, man, this is the times that we living in, man. Now more than ever, there should be no question of what the mark of the beast is, man. There should be no question of what it is. It's speaking loud and clear. Real quick, Habakkuk 2 and 3. It's 2 and 2. It says, and Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon the tables, that he may run that readeth it. And now it's more clear, now more than ever, man. All right. Verse 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time. And this is the appointed time that the vision was created for, man. The mark of the beast. See, beforehand, people was, oh, it's this, it's that, and so on and so forth. It's kind of hard for them to try to push those lies, man. It's hard for them to try to push that the mark of the beast is Christianity or something like that, or an embargo, all right? Because right now, what you're seeing is they're trying to implement this digital tracking, all right? And then also, by January 1st, 2021, they're trying to have a digital wallet to roll out these here payments with, all right? Because they plan on indefinitely paying you these payments. You know, this is what they call universal basic income, UBI. All right, go back and look up Andrew Yang and his whole role in all of this, man. See, he wasn't really running for president. What they do is they have these candidates come up and introduce ideas to kind of take a poll of what the nation is feeling like with certain things here and there, whatever, whatnot, you know. But that idea, you know, oh, universal basic income, you know. But now they about to pretty much roll it out because why? They stopped everybody from working. They stopped everybody from being able to get jobs and things like that, shut down a lot of things. Then all of a sudden now everybody's going broke. Now they all crying out, we need some kind of payment. We need some kind of stimulus. Well, they're going to roll it out to everybody, all right? But now all of a sudden they talking about, oh, you're going to need a digital wallet, man, all right? Which leads us right back to where we started out at, man, Revelation 13 and 16. It says, and he calls it all, both small and great, all right? All, everybody, mass, you know, they talking about mass vaccination, man, all right? Or how we just reading in the article, they want to have the whole countries, the whole European countries on this here digital app or whatever, whatnot, until it turns into a chip, because anybody could steal your phone or leave the phone or whatever, whatnot, or hack into it or whatever, whatnot. But what? Put this chip inside of you, man. We can read it from wherever you at. It says he calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right, and that word mark, you know, is going into an incision, something inserted into the skin. All right, and that no man might buy or sell save he that have the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And again, like I've always been saying, this is more or less like an authentication token, man. All right. So as you can see now, you know, even though right now, you know, you can take cash and go inside a store and buy certain things, they're saying, look, if you don't have, we don't check your temperature and you don't check out, you can't get in here, man. All right, so the same thing that they're proposing now. We need to be able to see who's sick and who's not sick and where the outbreak areas are to track all these things, you know, so it'll be safe for you to come in here and buy. It'll be safe for you to go do this. It'll be safe for you to go to school. It'll be safe for you to come back to work, man. All right, so you're not going to be able to buy or sell, all right, move around or do anything unless you have this here mark, man. They want to be able to track and see who all these people are, man. All right, you don't, just like right now in America, you know how hard it would be for you to try to function in America without a social security number or a driver's license or a form of ID, man. Can't get a job, can't fill out a W-2 like they want you to do, can't get a driver's license. You know, you can't really do anything legal out here, man. Hell, even you trying to buy alcohol, right, and you don't have ID, you know, somebody like, well, we need ID. Even though you look old enough, we need your ID or whatever, whatnot, man. You don't got ID, you can't get this alcohol, man. All right, so you already can see how these things are set up, man. All right, they're just about ready to roll out this here RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, all right? It says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that have the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 603 All right, so basically going into this here chip, man, which is going into these words, you know, we've done it in multiple lessons. You know, it's talking about something that's being inserted inside the skin. You know, you're going to have to basically buy a syringe, all right? You're going to have to insert this inside the skin for them to be able to track you. All right, and for you to be able to buy and sell, like I said, January 1st, 2021, they want to have this digital wallet system out so that they can start, you know, pretty much paying everybody in a digital currency, man. All right, and once they implement that and they realize you can't go to a regular job and get regular money or regular cash, like they've been saying in some countries, they've been burning money because of the fact of, oh, it could spread the disease. So out of that fear and them trying to protect you, you'll be like, all right, burn all the money, give us a digital currency. I'll take that so I won't die. I'll be safe. I'll be straight, you know, but not realizing that. Let me go ahead. 14 and 9. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. Brimstone in the presence of the holy angels, in the presence of the Lamb. All right, so basically, well, let me keep going. Verse 11. And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. So, hey, man, this is the ultimate judgment, man. You're going to ultimately be eating a missile over here, man. You know what I'm saying? If you take this here chip, man, the Most High done warned you. He got the minute of the Lord been telling you this like a broken record to where people start, you're like, oh, they're talking about the mark of the beast. We didn't heard about that a billion times. But now you're living in it right now, man. And some people still don't know what's going on. And some people are waking up to it, man. All right, but just be wise at the times that we living in, man. All right, we living in glorious times when the Lord is preparing to make his way to return, man, and deliver us up out of Babylon, man. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and close out with that. Lord willing, this here lesson was edifying unto the elect. Until next time, I say, call halal Yahawah, Bahashim, YAHAWASHI, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of great millstone that taught us his truth and our rule well. And citation and much love for you, I can pushing his truth and sincerity on the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. Until next time, I say, stay strong. Shalom.